Hello and welcome to another episode of the Archivist's Rants. Here, let me turn this off. Maybe you can hear me better. Oof. That's better. I think you can hear me better now. Okay. Now, what is this rant all about? Well, this rant is about, since I've seen the wish lists and predictions for Season 4, particularly the part of the introduction of boyfriends that I've seen on various YouTube shows, which are too various to count just off the top of my head. There's too many of them. I would like to do my own wish list prediction thing for concerning the boyfriends in the upcoming Season 4 of MLP. Now, this is just my opinion. If anybody else out there completely thinks I'm 100% wrong, then you have the right to comment down below. And if you think I am right or agree with me, then you also have the right to comment down below and hopefully subscribe. That's out of the way. Okay, so my first prediction, wish list, prayer to the writers that they do this. Twilight Sparkle. Alright, let's start there. But I think that a good cult, I think for male pony is cult. Yeah, some LLP, right? You have to question yourself on that. Some stallion, cult, whatever, that Twilight Sparkle would be interested in would be someone similar to that of her brother. Now, I've only seen this pony about 2.5 times. Once in the Season 2 finale, 2-parter, A Canterlot Wedding, where he was introduced. And the other in the Season 3 premiere episode of also 2-parter, The Crystal Empire. And then again in a small short scene of the episode Games Ponies Play. So from these few times I've seen this pony, he, and the way Twilight kind of talks and kind of like goes on about him, is the backflashes of his their interactions. It seems like she would be interested in a pony that has a lot of his qualities. Stoic, proud, strong, yet incredibly compassionate, has a very caring and loving side to him, and has a very, very impressive humor / talent thing, I mean, the guy can protect an entire a castle for like days, or however many, for days on end he did this, for the upcoming wedding, since the threat was announced. So he is the only his type of character is the only character I can see that Twilight would have a thing for. And that's all I have about that. Okay, so up next, Pinkie Pie. Okay, let's go there. Pinkie Pie. Okay, so there are only 2 characters I can possibly think of that Pinkie Pie would be interested in. One would be a type of pony that's like her. Would be a prankster, an upbeat pony, um, that they would work in tandem with, and they would get along. Um, the other type would be the exact opposite of her, which would be similar to the donkey in A Friend Indeed, where it's incredibly downtrodden, thinks very depressing thoughts all the time, incredibly pessimistic, uh, and she shows him how to look for the brighter side of life, and maybe he can teach her how to be a bit more understanding of people's feelings a bit, so she can pull back on the reins and be a little less intense at certain moments. So you gotta learn from both of them. It's a two-way street, with relationships. Okay. Next is Applejack, because Applejack is very much like Twilight Sparkle, because they're both hardworking types of ponies, and they also have big brothers who are good prime examples of what a good colt should be. Good example. Good say, okay, that's a good type to look into when a good pony comes their way. Dependability, strength, yet incredibly kind-hearted, is what Big Macintosh and her big brother. Wait, was he ever given a name? Shining Armor. I guess that is what his name. It's a bizarre name to give someone. Shining Armor is. I'm not the writer, though, as much as I wish to be. Anyway. Anyway. So, and one last thing on that. I love the epic rap battles of Equestria, where Prince Blueblood goes up against Big Mac. I love that. I have that thing on my favorites playlist. It's hilarious. I love it. I even sent it to my brother once, where he said, he's not even give MLP a try at all. But I gave him the link to that epic rap battle, and he says he loved it. So at least he loves a good rap battle. So that's good. So anyway, that's all I could think of for Applejack. Moving on to, okay, here's a hard one. Rainbow Dash. Okay, now the various fanfics I've heard about, I haven't really gotten into reading any of them, but I've gotten into various videos where they have talked about this stuff and hinted at it, about their clopping fanfics. That this is still a kid's show. It's never going to go there. The two hints I've seen that the show has dropped in that regard of, well, you know what I'm talking about. We all know what we're talking about here, kid. We don't need to say it. We all know what we're all thinking. And if you're wondering what the two drops are, it's in Ne'er-Do-Well and I think Crystal Empire. Watch those episodes. You'll see what I'm talking about. They're brief. They're like a second long. Okay. Barring that obvious one, which they'll never comp to, they might. The series just might, we're hoping, they might comp to the university days. It might be canon. They might hint at it, might actually be canon by showing Vinyl Scratch and Octavia, just together and commenting that they came back from or coming to visit from a university or whatever. They got their diplomas or whatever. That if they just did that, that would just be, hinting that that was a canon thing. They might do that. They wouldn't. I really, really doubt they would ever drop a hint that that might be a possibility for Rainbow Dash mixed up with any other mare. So, thing. No, not mare. Mare still being horse. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I believe it's Billy, the female horse, whatever. Okay, there, I said it. Okay, I said it. Fandom is like nothing I've ever seen before in my life. I swear. And I've seen fandom. I am part of the fandom. I've never seen a fandom like this. It's intriguing just to watch the fandom alone, to watch it what it does. I swear. Okay. Moving on. Wait, I haven't even done the if there ever is going to be a guy for Rainbow Dash, it would have to be one of the Wonderbolts. The only other character Rainbow Dash would accept as a male partner. All I'm going to say about that. I'm going to say. I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on. Let's see. I need this. I might be the other. Okay, there. I said it. There. Moving on. All right. So. Fluttershy. Let's go to Fluttershy. Yeah. Let's go there. Now we're past all this. Let's go to Fluttershy. Okay. Fluttershy. I think Fluttershy's too scared. Just to talk to anyone. I've been there. Most of my life, I've been there. So, Fluttershy is the character I empathize with in my teens. Immensely. And the only possible storyline I could foresee for her is that a cult out there just sees her and then just wants to talk to her. He just wants to strike a conversation, but he can't get word one out. Every time he tries to talk to her, she just runs away in a bashful frenzy of fear and everything, and just runs away every time. He sees that she's caring and loves her caring, for other animals and stuff, and he decides to fake getting hurt to be able to have her take care of him, and then he'll be able to talk to her. And it works. She takes care of him for a couple of weeks, whatever, until he gets better. Their relationship they grow, they become best friends and close friends, and then it gets to the point where he just cannot he cannot keep the secret to her, and tells her that he's been lying this entire time in order to get close to her, to actually talk to her at all. And she gets mad at him about lying, and he says, "Oh, you want to go there? You want to go there? Okay, let's go there." He says, "I'm a liar. Okay." He says, "But you are the biggest liar of all Equestria. You lie daily, constantly. Almost to everyone you talk to, you lie, to spare the feelings of that person, and that was in almost every Fluttershy episode, she lies about something or other. And she kind of realizes about, stacks his lie against her lies. Sorry, longer? Yeah, there you go. And there's like no real comparison. She does this on a daily basis. He's done this for the past like couple of weeks. So like she realizes how much she lies. He kind of helps her to be more of an honest character about her expressing her feelings and how to do it gently, so you don't really hurt the other character's feelings too much. Try to be gentle about it, and also being honest. So I have for that. Okay. Lastly, Rarity. Now, I have stated before in my previous episodes, rants, what have you, that I am rooting for Spike to get with Rarity, even though they're not that they're, it's an interracial couple, it's interspecies. How's that even going to work at all? But I'm still rooting for them much, much more than Donnie and April and Leo and the Shredder's daughter. So, anyway, what my wish list prayer prediction would be that Prince Blueblood would have a turnaround. Some of these, a lot of these characters do have minor, not villains, but like minor little bullies or whatever, have turnarounds. So I had this little story in my head that Prince Blueblood would witness the events on the stairs of Rarity crushing the glass slipper, saying that she does not want her prince to come for her, to come to her with the glass slipper. And so Prince Blueblood sees this and collects the glass slipper as kind of like a souvenir, bizarre souvenir of this bizarre night where this one female pony gets in his face about his character and tells him off basically of how much of a jerk he is. And it's kind of like weirdly impresses him, the fact that this one acts way different than any of the other girls that just swoon at his at his presence, much like Rarity would have, considering since she had a character development throughout the course of season 1, that she kind of got in his face about his selfishness. And so she has some character development, not a whole lot, but yes, she's had some character development in my opinion. So anyway, he gets the glass slipper, he glues it back together, fixes it, whatever, goes to Rarity and presents the glass slipper to her and tells her that he has reformed, wants to kind of date her again if she will accept him. But at the same time, or maybe just a little bit before that, there was this colt, male pony stallion, whatever, comes into her life and kind of is like her own personal Batman, Superman, basically her own personal superhero, who come in and save her or help her with whatever she needs. And would leave like love letters and this and that to her, and nobody has no idea who it could possibly be. She's trying to figure out who this character could be, and it's not like Superman, where it's that Superman is Clark Kent with the glasses. It's not like that. Or like in Mare-de-Well, it's like the guesses keep on coming. It's like, who is this character? We can't find any plausible trace between the hero and whoever lives in Ponyville. So eventually she tracks it down, and it's revealed that it's Spike. He has managed to use some sort of potion or spell or something, possibly with Twilight's books and Sakura, and possibly, using essence of Chrysalis, manages to change into a male pony, to try to convince and become more closer to Rarity. So Rarity has, two guys gunning for her right now, this Prince Blueblood and Spike, who changed into her own personal superhero. But Spike realized, because he's a good guy, realizes that he's been kind of using deceit-ish, to kind of more win her over, more so than he could on his own, as well as Prince Blueblood is having a turnaround, becoming less of a self-absorbed jerk. So realizing that Prince Blueblood is the better pony, Spike lets Blueblood have Rarity, and he pulls himself out of the race, pretty much. Rarity, similar to the end of Secret of My Excess, goes to Spike and tells him that she will always love him, and they'll always be friends. That she gives that same little speech at the end, the same basic feeling that she cares deeply for him, even though they can never be together. And they're cool with that. Their relationship as there was is backing off a little and then becoming parallel. Maintaining the status quo, that they'll always be close friends and always love each other. So those are my predictions for season 4 and 5. Development, male introduction / boyfriend, love interest for the main 6. So I got a little spastic there, but it's a little hard to talk about these things. It's a kids show. We're trying to talk about relationships in a kids show. There are clearly more for teens, or at least young teens. Those pesky first loves. Anyway, so hope you all enjoyed this rant with sprinklings or helpful handfuls of spasticness. Anyway. Well, y'all take care now, and hope to see you at the chats. Hope to see you at or in the chat boards, message boards, and YouTube channels after the season 4 premiere episode. I'm tired. Being spastic really takes a lot out of you. Alright, so take care, may the power protect you, and see you all at the convention. Take care. Bye. Bye.